Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Enderal, Forgotten Stories. I have a question to ask. Does anyone recognize this statue? Anyone? Well, for those that don't recognize it, for whatever reason, this is the same statue that was in what's the name of that place? The theater, where we were confronted by Penny Pincher, who had succumbed to red madness. I ask you if you recognize this because we are not in the theater. We are in Golden Forest. I mean, it's a lot less golden now, but that's just what happens to be named. Anyway, we are here because I was doing some wandering. I don't wander often, but when I do, I come across interesting things. And one of the interesting things I came across happened to be the Journal of the Apothecary. Now, when I started this quest originally, I had come across page number 3, not page number 1, which was outside of the ruins that led us on this particular path. A journey, I should say. Anyway, the Journal of the Apothecary is pretty interesting, so I figured I would stop here and pick this up once we were ready to record. I want you guys to be part of this because it's really got me thinking about red madness. So, day 13 since my departure. I beg of you, oh Malphus, let me find a remedy, at least a way of alleviation, a possibility to decelerate the progress of this illness, anything that curbs the onset. At the Abbey, we worry every day that an envoy might reach us with news of yet another case in the capital. It's a miracle they still even send for us, considering that none of us have the slightest idea what we could do. Adjust a broken limb so it will grow back together in a straight fashion? At your service, my dame. Your child ate poisonous berries? Worry not, my sir. 3 droplets of this remedy each day and your little sunshine will soon be sound and healthy. But this fever, this madness, we do not know how to stop it. I cannot accept this. After extensive studies and research, I found old Pyrian records that mention an herbal extract. The Pyrians used this extract to clear the mind of anything disruptive. A possible antidote? If the narratives are to be trusted, the Pyrians did not fall victim to the red madness. A civilization that grand and mighty could very well have possessed the means necessary to put an end to this horror. Fortunately, I have finally arrived at my destination. I have reached the Graves Path. This is where the old Pyrian ruins are supposed to be located. If Malphus wills it, I might finally find a remedy here. I will rest one more night and then set out to unveil the secrets of these ruins. I wanted you guys to join me on this journey as we read these pages. I've read all of 3 through 7. No, I think I read 3, 4, 5. And I didn't read the last 2 since it turned out I didn't need to read them to find these subsequent pages. Anyway, day 14 since my departure. These ruins are without a doubt Pyrian. A skeleton I have found here is the best evidence for this. There are no humans of this size in Enderal these days. Who might this once have been? Although I have only just arrived, I already feel that this journey was worth the time. These ruins hold a secret. It is almost as if the stones were whispering to me, calling out to me. They reach out to me to uncover the secret they are holding. I sometimes feel as if there was a voice, but this must be my imagination. Or could it be? Images flash in front of my eyes, much like memories, but I've never seen these places. 3 rings up in the sky, a gentle ascent to the very top, on golden wings. These cannot be my own memories, can they? What do they mean? I should start exploring these ruins. There might be something that can guide me towards the remedy. I remember how I walked along here once, but I was never at this place before. The hallways just seem so familiar to me. The more I think about the mixture of herbs, the more I ponder whether I'll be able to unravel the mystery surrounding the possible antidote. The more images appear before my eyes. Memories that are not mine, familiar images that I have never seen. I just wanted to rest because it was so exhausting to search the ruins, but when I closed my eyes, I had visions of a giant pile drilling through my head, my blood flowing from the wound, and blue crystals sprout from my remains like flowers. The stabbing pain in my head startled me, and I have a feeling that I will find no rest until I know where these images come from. Again and again, I see this pile, huge and cold. It rises into the air from a field of blue crystals. The images become more and more confused and pervasive. I think about home and the time before I started this journey, but instead of the monastery, I only see these ruins. Dead stones, crushed by time, overgrown by plants. I think of the birth of my daughter, but I cannot remember her face. There's just this incredible emptiness. I need to find the cure. I've come so far, I cannot give up. These visions will not stop me, but I feel that they don't want it. They keep showing me new places, new hideouts. The visions make my head roar, and when I want to cool my face with water, I suddenly see the water crawling into my skin instead of rolling off from it. A torrent grows into my skin and digs a deep crater through my flesh. The pain almost makes me faint. If these pictures are memories that are not mine, then whose memories are they? Which poor soul has such memories? Does it have to do with the herbal extract? And if it does, what is it? I jump through colorful leaves. I run with the bear across stones. I fly high above all else till I'm close to the orange sky. Caution, attention, or I'll fall down. No, that's not me. I've never seen this place. I was never here. I grew up here. My mother calls me. I have to stop playing. I do not know this woman. Why does she look so sad? I'll be right there, Mom. Why does my head hurt so much? I have a bitter taste in my mouth, disgusting and heavy, and it takes all my strength not to lose my lunch. No, wait, Mom, don't do that. I don't want that. This place is driving me insane. I have to fathom its mystery before it's too late. Who knows if it isn't too late already. Day 15. I don't want to leave, Mom. I want to stay with you. I must find the cure. I must find a way to cure the red madness. I don't want to drink this. Dad, let me go. This bitter taste growing stronger more and more. I cannot breathe. The rot fills my lungs. No, Mom. No, Dad. No. I do not know how I got here. My memories are like pages of a book in a storm, wildly flying toward me. Are they really mine? I see a lake, Mom's face, her tender skin, her huge fangs. The stones down there look so inviting. Only one step forward, then it's all over. No more pain. No. I must go on. These visions want to tell me something. Am I ready to see it? If it gets me the cure, then I have to find it. Slowly. I just doubt whether this herbal extract really does what I think it does. I cannot hear anything anymore. My head is filled with loud screaming, which at the same time is a deafening silence. I feel how someone held my little arms. Why does the pain not end? Again and again, the foul taste in my mouth makes me vomit. Although my stomach must have been empty for a long time now, I spit out a light green liquid over and over. Has it caused the taste? Mom and Dad have forced me to drink this. Is this the herbal elixir? Did the visions want to show me what it does? I can see how someone is bending over me. My body's too weak to move. Something moves quickly towards my face and the pain makes me cry. Then the images that have tortured me in recent days are gone. I'm clear again. And my body is burning with pain. I now understand what the visions wanted to show me. Where the memories come from, but I wish I didn't know. How can I explain that the cure upon which we have placed our hope is not a cure? That it sets the mind free as the records have told, but not from illness, but in an unexpected and inhuman manner. What were the Pyreans thinking? How could they create such a mixture? I cannot bring this knowledge into the world. It may not be found. Never again should someone use this elixir. I'm going to destroy this knowledge, cost what it may. I'm so sorry. And so that brings us to where we stand right now, staring at a familiar statue, possibly of Pyrean design now that I think about it. The exact same design as the one in the theater where we faced off against Pennypincher in his eyes of madness. And here we find the corpse of the apothecary, who that journal belonged to. And now it says to defeat the ghost of Ishian. Great, I am carrying too much to be able to run. So, we have none of our buffs active, which means we're going to be taking more damage than usual. Yeah, let's go ahead and make sure we're not carrying any... We don't have magic in one hand before we transform. We have Fire Claw. Fire Claw... No. Let's get this guy to chase us. Don't run. You're already dead. Wow. Okay, we have set of the tracker, leather skin of the tracker. This I already have. A Terna arrows. Circlet of the elementalist. Lots of money. Oh yeah. Wait, don't I have Divine Shield like level 5? I think I do. And so ends that particular side quest. So apparently the apothecary was suffering from red madness. Or he wasn't. It's not entirely clear. I don't think he was, though. Or, frankly, he might have been, actually. Red madness affects people differently based on their obsessions, is at least what it seems to have been the case. And he was obsessed with finding the cure for the red madness, only to find that the cure the Pyreans had come up with was no cure at all. I still have no idea what the cure, or the herbal elixir, as it was called, actually did. Oh, we've got some targets. For the longest time, I had been considering that the statue itself may have been of a design. Hold on. May have been of a design that. What's the word I'm looking for? That induced red madness, or at least inflicted it in some manner. And it wouldn't let me do the dash attack. What now? Get her, boy. Hey, and just in time to transform back. All's well that ends well. Take a bit more wine. I think I have a little more wine left. We need to re-equip this. We have Spell Ward level 4. That was a book that taught us level 4, right? No, Divine Shield. Yeah, we already have this at level 4. Oh, right, we're a little overweight. Another Pyrean shield? Huh, I see. I see what happened there. No wonder why we weren't doing as much damage. We had the sting of the Blue Islands in hand rather than the future is ash. I need to get rid of something. Why don't I have my base stuff equipped? That's weird. Frankly, there's no reason for me to be wearing Selna's wings, but I really like having a cape on. Almost put on all of the worst armor rather than the one we had. What shoes? Oh, magic resistance. Actually, the Skyrim shoes give better armor and heavy armor fortification, but I also don't get the magic set. Where is it? It's a set bonus. Elegy of the Fallen set bonus increases my health by 15 points. Then the first set bonus, which is I block more damage with a shield. I still didn't get rid of anything, but we'll limp over to this. And it's empty. Have I been here before? Yeah, we've been here before. I recognize that place. I only vaguely remember where it lets out as well. Ooh, we are over by 23. I like how the current axe I have weighs 17. That's a lot of these shields, but they're also really valuable. And then the other guy died in the... right next to her. There were two people in this corner here. Where'd the other one go? Seriously, there were two people here, right? Well, whatever the case may be, it's time for us to get out of here. There's a ceremony with our name all over it. So we need to head back to Ark and get things underway. Okay, we are currently in a position where we need to manage our inventory by selling the junk we've accrued. I've put away all of the stuff that's... And on the quest for the... involving the apothecary's journals, well, journal entries. I also have to read the actual journal itself. Anyway, during that quest, I found this blueprint, Heart of the Adventurer. I am totally going to make this. I don't know what it requires just yet, since I've only just gotten to town with it. But I need to... Not that. That's why I'm confused. Oh, he's poor now. Pathetic.
Walk.
Fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
Walk. Sure. Take a look.
Okay. I also didn't bother to check to see what the guy had to sell. I need this, certainly. Now, we are almost level 40. I think we're 37 right now. So I'm trying to... Right now, as a focus for our memories, I'm trying to get plate armor and one-handed mastery, while of course using 2 one-handed weapons. I don't know what that class is or what it will unlock, but it sounded nice in one of the books of the Traveler, I think it was, that we read. But what do we need? I forget what mentalism is useful for, because I was leveling that as well. I don't know if leveling or ranking up my heavy armor through learning books will let me get the... will qualify as part of unlocking the class involving that particular memory. I might have to do it through the memories itself and the memory system itself, and I don't have enough. I don't think there are enough levels left for me to master the one-handed tree and the heavy armor tree. I always try to make sure that I pick up anything relevant that has a higher rank than what I possess currently. And any grand gems I come across. Yeah, that's a decent whoa, no. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'll get that at all. I need to sell to her two these. Ugh, she's so poor.
Walk blessed.
I definitely didn't expect that.
Hammers, daggers, swords, the best from the Chilean archipelago to this beautiful country. Let me know when something catches your interest.
I definitely didn't expect our...
Looking for steel? I can provide.
I didn't expect our video to start with a fight.
Soldier.
That was a nice surprise. Too bad they gave away the game a little early by announcing it while I was still in the guy's inventory. Or in the loot screen, whatever. This is all stuff you already had before. Okay, we're here to sell anyway. These. I want to see if I can pull that enchantment from that one, and I think that's it.
Come again.
I need this. Get off of it.
Looking for steel? I can provide.
It's the armor of this one. Curious of the righteous path. That's not it. I think it's a leather item. So I can only make it here. At least I hope I'm right. Oh, that's why I can't see it. My crafting isn't high enough.
Change. How may I be of course. How may I? Yes. Of course.
Let's get rid of these bows. And that's all she'll take.
How may I be of service? Of course.
Yeah, she doesn't have enchanting, so we can go.
Acts like a sublime. Some
We need
soldiers don't know their place.
I don't think I need to sell anything else, so we can get rid of the selling equipment. And then the Shadow Finger. We can equip this. Yeah, so we don't make it here. And wow. Yeah, that... I was going to say I could use this to make a lot of money if I ever needed it, but the things it requires are way too rare, like the Moonstone Ingot. No, that... I can't do that, but the huge backpack, that I could manage. Anyway. So now we've gathered the items we need in order to craft this set piece. Unfortunately, the set piece itself isn't actually valuable to me at present. Move.
War.
Actually, this is the wrong one. I need this. And there it is again. That is extremely irritating. I'm looking at this with a real thirst and a hunger because that is close to the damage my strongest melee weapon does right now. Ooh. My melee weapon does that damage as a result of being refined. Oh. Could I? Should I? I think I may. Clone thorium. I'd have to break down Skarag armor and other Aeterna stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Huh. It won't... Oh, I don't have 2 leather, that's why. Do you?
Looking for everything for the path-abiding soldier.
No, he doesn't even have freaking leather.
Keep walking.
Finally, come with me. As you wish.
God, I even walk faster than you.
There.
Anyway.
Climb the stairs, go to the statue and speak with the Grand Master. No idle talking, no stupid gazing, right? Very well. The entire third and fourth sigils are gathered in there, so show some respect. And now, walk blessed, brother.
It is time. Come forward, Prophet. I know what you are feeling. Mistrust.
Yep.
It is the first time in the history of the Order that a stranger will receive the holy consecration. You consider it a treason against our charter, and therefore against us all. And indeed, it is true that traditions have strengthened the Order. We have ruled this land for millennia, and for millennia we have prevailed. And I know that what happened 2 years ago has unsettled you. Yes, we are in a crisis. Yes, our foundation seems to be shattered. And now you believe that I profane even what little is left by consecrating a pathless one. But you are wrong. It was always people who have given strength to the Order. People like you and me. Yes, we did serve the Lightborn, but because they embodied an idea. The idea of peace through stability. And even now, after their demise, we will pursue this idea. We are facing a threat that endangers the world as we know it. And to fight it, we need one thing above all others, the readiness to make sacrifices for the greater good. This man, like Novice Sakarish, has shown this readiness. He is talented and has a gift, and thus carries responsibility. But instead of running from this responsibility, he faced it and found us. Consecrated ones, repeat my words. This is the day when my old me dies away. For today, I receive the sigil.
This is the day when my old me dies away. For today I receive the sigil.
From now on, I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
From now on I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Thus, you are elevated to keepers of the first sigil. Rise. Now let us all recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor, in life as in death. May your light guide me. Leave now, brothers and sisters, and rest. We will need our strength. Go and get your armor at the temple's forge. After that, meet me in the Emporium. There's news.
I don't want whatever garbage you have. I'll take it and sell it, but I don't want to wear it. Oh, by the way, what are these sigils?
Ranks. After a novice has passed the trial, he is raised into the first sigil, and over the course of years, if he proves to be worthy, into higher ranks, up to the fourth sigil, which is held by the Truchessa and the Grandmaster, me.
So, that's it. I'm now a keeper of the order?
Of the first sigil, yes. Our masters will teach you. Our smiths will equip you. That is all that I wanted.
I didn't need to be in the order for any of that. You just could have given them the word.
Walk blessed.
Thou art
Walk blessed.
my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I
equal honor in life as in death.
I guess we get the outfit from the Temple's Forge.
Ah, there you are. Did you find it?
Yes, here. But be careful, okay? Magister Ragon will have us flayed alive if we lose it.
I will, don't worry. Did you hear the news? This guy, who's been wandering around the temple most recently? Lucar told me the Grand Master believes he could help find a cure for this red madness.
The Red Madness? You mean...
Magister Yarrow, yes.
By Malphus, did you really need to remind me of that?
That's beyond
Well,
me.
it doesn't help to just close our eyes and pretend nothing ever happened. Even the Arcanists say this is not an ordinary disease. But still, I think they're holding back. They'd never trust us novices with the full truth, you know. I guess we're not
Well met.
Outlander or Keeper Sakarish.
Probably not. Anyway, take care of that tome, alright?
I will. Walk blessed, brother. Huh. You're the one they call the Prophet, aren't you?
Walk
Congratulations
blessed.
on passing the trial. I guess.
What did he give her? It was a book, obviously, but what book? He said they would be flayed alive if they were found to have it. Let me get this other thing. There we go. Now, oh, this way. So I can only assume it
Yes.
was a book of the Butcher. From a book of the Butcher of Ark. What the frick are you doing here?
And yes,
Why is it that you always say Kirash? Isn't that Kiranian?
yes, it is. Master Tyrus, my foster father. He was half Kyranian, as you might have guessed already. Some words just stuck around.
Prophet? Of course they have. You know how these bureaucrats are, but they will do it.
Very good. Thanks for your efforts, my friend.
Don't mention it. I just hope you know what you're doing. You know, many see the course the Order has taken since you came back as disquieting. Narazul's mages in the temple, an outlander as a keeper. It's a lot to take in.
I know, Jorik, but someone has to deal with the threat. And if we don't, no one will.
Yes, I suppose you're right. So, you actually made it, Prodigy. Congratulations. Even though I'm not sure everyone is as glad about that as the Grand Master.
There's nothing to not be sure about. No one likes it. Where the frick is my armor, man? Let's see. I'm not even supposed to be here yet if I'm going to get the stupid armor.
So, you actually made it, Prodigy. Congratulations. Even though I'm not sure everyone is...
I've made a mistake. Wow, expert. If it broke immediately, it has to be on this side. think I have number 3, so we'll take that. Wait, so here then. Hey, look at that. I made it despite all odds.
Now, if it isn't the notorious prodigy. Halder Stormhand, blacksmith of the Holy Order by my path. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. The Grandmaster said I could get my armor here.
Ah, right. The highly debated new keeper. You certainly have caused some uproar, I'll give you that. So, robes, mail, or plate?
Let's go with plate.
Fine, here you go. And no matter what you think of all this, wearing this armor is an honor. Get that into your head. Most of us had to wait decades for it.
Unless you see the truth of how your system works, but
Sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
naturally. Banded Curious, you don't sell anything interesting. Ooh, Elite Bow. Trash. I'm hoping that she sells some unique items. The guy in Riverville is selling a unique pair of gloves that are a set piece, but the set doesn't have interesting effects. No way on earth I'm wearing any of that armor unless it's got set effects.
Walk blessed.
Let's see. Ooh, right.
Places the swords. I have to remember that.
That seems to be it. It's just a lot of iron ingot. Where is it? I think I have enough to cast this, right? Blessed leather. Curious. Well, now this place is really interesting. Blessed leather and a golden candlestick. Doesn't seem to be anything else here, though. Unless... seems to be it. Ooh. Concealment. Eh. That's it for everything.
The swords. I have to remember that.
Okay, looks like we have to go back.
There must be a solution to this.
Don't know if I've read that one. Ah, right. I also gave in and sacrificed the sword I picked off of the idiot woman and converted it to an enchantment so I could use that. I was going to put it on the Eterna axe that I made, but it's not as good as it was on the sword, at least not yet, so I'm just not going to use that.
Now look at that. You are the prophet, aren't you? The prodigy. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Do the names Finn and Carbos ring a bell?
Finn and Carbos, of course. Who doesn't know? An odd duo and completely inseparable. Why do you ask?
I have no idea. I'm not sure how to say this, but they're dead.
What? How? How do you know that?
They helped me when I washed ashore at the Sun Coast, but our camp was... Right, those two. I don't think I was ever able to actually avenge them. I've killed a lot of highwaymen along the way, but I don't think I've ever avenged them in particular. But our camp was attacked by bandits. We were outnumbered. We never even saw who did it.
I'm Malthus. That's... one tragic event after another. Now listen. This question might seem peculiar, but is there any chance you found amulets on them?
What kind of amulets are they?
The emblems of the apothecary. It's a ritual. Whenever one of our members passes away, their amulet will be put in Soldran's halls, as remembrance, so to speak. They are silver with a violet jewel. Have you found them?
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
I did take what they had on them, but let's see. No, it's not here. And I don't remember how to get here. No, I think I could find my way back. So we might deal with that later. Ooh. Tell me a bit more about your order, the League of the Apothecary.
With all due respect to your thirst for knowledge, I am not a magister, and I've got my hands full. In a nutshell, we are healers, and our path is to cure ailments with magic and alchemy. Our monastery is far to the north, in the Frostcliff Mountains. However, you won't be able to reach it at the moment due to the heavy snowfall.
You don't know me.
And in case that doesn't sate your appetite, there are a couple of books about us in the library, or maybe even the Chronicum. That's what I'm here for. Take a look.
I presently am also taking carrying a staff of, what was the name of it? Mighty Resurrection, which should allow me to reanimate enemies that I kill. I don't know what the level restriction is. I don't even know what level the spell the staff is casting is supposed to be. But it should be able to revive most enemies that I encounter right now, which will be a fun time. Being outnumbered will be a temporary issue for us. There's nothing of interest there. Could use a couple more of these. Ooh. I need these. I just need to pick up stuff I don't have the second effect for. Okay. Yes. Wow, he's got a lot of high level, life absorption. Level 6. we have to.
Walk blessed.
Let's see. I'm probably going to cut this little bit out, because no one is interested in haggling but me. So I'm probably going to go all the way back to the market, pick up the things this guy wanted from Finn and Corvus, and come back and bring them to him. I also need to swap. So once I'm done being a penny pincher myself, I'm going to see you guys later. Okay, after about another 30 minutes of, well, we'll call it haggling, but we all know what it really was. After about 30 minutes of managing my inventory and selling and buying, we've come out ahead. We are at 12,000 pennies, where we were once down to 7,700, just from buying the books and things from this guy. He has a really nice selection, just the best. I even bought more health potions because we are really hurting for those. So, as I promised, we went all the way back to the marketplace, picked the 2 badges up from our secure chest, and now we see what he has to say.
Why, Malthus, that's... one tragic event after another. Now listen. This question might seem peculiar, but is there any chance you found amulets on them?
You're fortunate. I do actually have them with me.
Yes, that's them. Thank you. We owe it to them. Here, you've earned this. I'll send a pigeon with the news to the League as soon as possible.
Ooh, and an ice claw. You spoil me. So,
walk blessed.
We are done with this man and everything he has to offer. What we need is to return to what's his face. Tyrael, right? Oh, there's another way down here. Let's see what this is first. More places to go. Skuola. Why? Why would they make it like this? I can't even move forward. Phew. There's that at least. Okay, so now I know how to get down here quickly. Good lord, that is just... You okay, buddy? You seem to have trouble staying on your feet. Let's see... lights. I've decided to at least favorite Mage Light. I decided to favorite Mage Light 2.
Huh. You're the one they call the Prophet, aren't you?
In order to...
Congratulations on passing.
Dang it, both of them are empty.
I guess.
I equipped Mage Light 2 because, well, favorited it in order to have it ready in case I actually need it. But I only plan to ever actually use it when there is no risk of me needing the mana that it consumes for what little it gives in return. I don't need any of these, but I will take them because it gave me the option. this is weird. I still need to add more points to my mana. I have to remember to do that because we still can't even cast Silence level 2. Which, to be fair, we don't seem to need, but I'd rather have it. Just to be safe. Now. Water looks like trash from this distance, though. But that's probably just my settings. What? Why is nothing else reflected but that part? I'm going to go this way.
Always talking. The fabled prodigy.
Hmm?
I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Yes?
I don't... Yeah, we'll go back the way we came. So through here and then into the basement. There are storage rooms down here that require a key. What? 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 Phew. Okay. Of course I don't. Right, I have my other gear equipped. I need to get this stuff off of me. You need to go back up for the necklace. And the armor, right? The body armor. Body. Okay. Anything else? I didn't put them away. No, I did. Okay. Next order of business is to re-equip the... Well, come get some. I'll take what you've got. As far as reviving dead enemies, I think I can only have one alive at a time. I'm not certain, but we will be finding out together. What else do we need? I have contracted ataxia. Great. Perfect. That is the one that affects my... Yep, lockpicking and pickpocketing. Well, at least I'm aware now. I can catch ataxia, so I have to be more careful when it comes to dealing with rats. I mean, not right now, since I already have it. 2 learning points. We'll take that. Hey, what's this do? Neat. As a matter of fact, let's make sure you guys can see what's going on. Go the rank 2. God, that costs so much. That should not cost as much as it does. What else do we need? This seems fine. You feel a tingling sensation as your hand touches the door. It doesn't move at all. Looks like I'm over-prepared. Oh, no reason to be here any longer. Okay, we are off to talk to Tealor Aranville. See what he wants us to do next.
Prophet?
Prophet, did you find your way around?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Good. It is important that you get adjusted to this place. It will be the base of all operations to come. Right now, we are still in the dark as to the true nature of this cycle. All we have are fragments, but we will change that. There are 2 trails we have found. I want you to go after both of them.
Of course. Which ones specifically?
The first one has to do with the stone fragments from Old Rashengrad. Pegast has not yet told you, but all of them together form a so-called sigilled stone, which we urgently need. The Arcanists have already put it together, but we still lack a part of the ritual to activate it. And for that, we need the memory of a dead person. The second trail revolves around a discovery we made in the Heartland. It could be a significant, if not the only prospect we have in this fight. Where do you want to start?
How about we start with the very first one, the stone. So, what do we need it for?
It's simple. I've told you that the Pyreans knew about the cycle, and that they too battled it before they vanished. The sigil stone was a magical defense they created to protect themselves from the Red Madness.
How?
Through small fragments that segregate once a certain ritual is performed on it. Wear one of these fragments and it will serve you like a shield for your spirit. The stone won't produce enough for all citizens of Ark, but enough for all of us keepers and the guard. The problem is that we lack knowledge about this ritual, and those who have it have been dead for millennia.
So that's why we need the memory of a dead person.
Correct. The entire plan revolves around a discovery which is exhibited in the Chronicum. The frozen corpse of a Pyrean, which a fisherman found adrift in the Northern Sea some years ago.
I think I remember reading about that. And so we have to what? Mind meld with him or what?
Yes, the ice prevented his body from decaying. But go to the Chronicum and speak to Archmagister Melancholy. He will be able to explain it better than I can.
So...
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead?
Oh, I didn't set the quest. There we go. Yeah, it's this way either way. I really need to get this garbage armor out of my inventory. Don't get me wrong.
What?
I appreciate the handful of pennies I'm going to get from selling it, but I mean...
Oh, hey.
I mean, carrying it is a frickin' chore. Who am I looking for down here?
So what's so spectacular about this? To me, our pal here looks like your average crypt corpse.
Well, he isn't. Do you see this marking on his forehead? That's
Speaking
the
of
symbol the
foreheads...
Ishid, one of the two priest castes who reigned over the Pyrean Empire like the Lightborn did over Vin. He was no high priest, but more than an acolyte. Let's just hope he participated in the manufacture of the sigil stone back in the Pyrean era.
Well, hope it can't hurt. But look, we have company.
Dalvarek, Archmagister, how's the situation?
Walk blessed, Grandmaster. We're fine. Everything is ready. So this is him?
Yes, this is the Prophet.
Pay no mind to my looking around like I'm ready to take
Truly
things.
interesting. I imagined you to be different.
I imagined a man with a forehead.
Archmagister of the Holy Order.
We were
Pleased
both
to make your
disappointed.
acquaintance. So, where do we start? Has the Grandmaster already informed you of the goal of this mission?
Naturally, we're supposed to somehow get a memory from this dead Pyrean, because he knows the missing words for the ritual.
Correct. Now you're wondering how will this be possible? This is where the word of the dead comes into play. An old relic we'll need to find.
Of course.
The word of the dead? I thought that was a legend.
No, it exists. And we also know where. Just so you understand, the word of the dead is an artifact that allows entering a deceased person's mind to relive his last memories as if they were your own.
And you want to do just that with our frozen pal here. This is the grand plan, right?
Right. You'll need to locate the word of the dead, teleport the Pyrean's body to you, and then enter his thoughts. And there you'll have to look for the words of the ritual.
Assuming I somehow even get into these memories, what exactly am I looking for?
Well, we only lack the last words of this ritual. What you have to look for is an ornamental scroll, which looks just like the one on the drawing I'll give you in a moment. All you have to do is remember the glyphs in the scroll, then write them down once you're back in the waking world.
Why does this ritual need words anyway? The magic I know of is rather silent.
True, but we're talking about a different form of magic. It works similarly to the forbidden school of entropy.
Wait, how am I supposed to find my way around in his memory? I don't speak Pyrean.
That's right, but the priest himself did. And according to the legend, this should allow you to understand.
I mean, it makes a bit of sense. Alright, so where can we find this word of the dead?
Well, this is...
There's an old manor in Enderal's west that belongs to an old collector of artifacts. We received a tip that the word of the dead is in his possession.
Hang on. Are you talking about this odd fellow with the puppets? The aged man from the folk song?
I am.
So, we're going to have to travel to his manor and somehow take the artifact from him.
You won't take it. It will be enough to find it, use it on the Pyrean, and then leave. You will travel to the manor with Dalvarek, wait for nightfall, and then introduce yourself to the aged man as a fellow collector of artifacts. Then you will offer him this brooch, and if all goes well, he will offer you a quarter for the night to negotiate in the morning. Then it's all a matter of timing. Sneak out of your room, look for the word of the dead, and teleport the Pyrean to you.
Why do we need all of this secrecy? Can't the Order just force the aged man to give up the artifact?
A good question, but no. The aged man is special, so to speak. Even the Lightborn ordered us to let him live in peace. The Black Guardian knows why. So, if we have to trick him, we will at least do it inconspicuously, which is why you and the mercenary are well suited for the task. No one will connect your faces to the Holy Order.
And if something goes wrong?
Then you'll flee. There must be no violence, no matter what happens.
Well, I can definitely survive. Almost certainly. So, not killing him shouldn't be an issue. So, how exactly am I supposed to use this word of the dead on the Pyrean?
Archmagister?
Yes, well, that is a good point. We don't know, because we don't even know what the artifact looks like. But how goes the saying? The proof of the eating is in the pudding.
What?
We'll manage somehow. And even if we don't, it definitely sounds like an adventure.
It's a great responsibility, be aware of that. But I have faith in both of you. Now get going as soon as you can. This mission will be fruitful. I can feel it.
Is there a reason why we can't just ask this man to let us use it for a
go.
moment? So, shall we go?
Yep. Just meet me at the Myrids Tower at the Western Cliff. I'll go grab my stuff now.
Good lord, this is only a level 2 mission. Doesn't mean it can't go horribly awry. But for all intents and purposes, this is currently beneath us. Looks like we've got a lot of work to do to get... We need to go to the... Yeah, we'll have to go to the marketplace. Looks like we've got to put in a lot of work to get to the part of the main quest.
Wherever you look, where is this supposed to lead?
Shut up! I'm trying to monologue here.
Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
Oh, there he is.
Ah, there you are. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Here, this is the place where the aged man's manor is supposed to be. Lead on. I'll follow you.
I shouldn't have to kill anything on the way.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Okay, so I have to take this path then. Clearly going the wrong way. So this should be the right path. I don't think I've been here before. And now it's raining. Cool. Oh. Oh, this is the aged man. No, we haven't been here before. I'm almost certain we have been here, though. And let's see. Need protection from magic. Let's see. Wine and cream pie should be freaking on here. Oh, that's what I get. Yeah, so we've definitely been here before. We just couldn't get in. So... So what? I think I have a scroll for the Western Cliff. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Seriously. Great. We're going to do this the hard way. Okay. I now remember that I found out before that we can't cast spells near that place. Super fun. Now I have to journey the entire way back and see if we can unbug what's-his-face. And yes, I know I jumped off the cliff rather than walking the way around normally. But he should have automatically reappeared with us at any point along the way. Him still being here, but not just here, but inside, makes no sense. Hence my extreme frustration.
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed? Keep your chin up.
See if we go a little further and then see if he catches up or not. I mean, he seems to be moving, but he's just wandering back and forth. I'm glad, really glad, honestly, that even the donkey here doesn't require... Wait.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
That the donkey doesn't require a significant amount of rest in order for me to get him running again. I wonder if it'd be better with a horse, but I don't really care to find out.
Eager to explore, aren't you?
What?
Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
What? The manor is this way.
Interesting to see what some people consider art. This is where he lives. Huh. aged man definitely knows how to make himself comfortable. I guess now it's time to wait for nightfall. We wouldn't want this guy to take the artifact, pay for it, and have us leave right away. Alright. I think that's enough. Now let's see how we can get in there. These busts look interesting.
Yes? What do you want?
Walk blessed, my sir. Are you the...
I'm the servant, so no, I'm not.
I know.
And if you're looking for charity, you've come to the wrong place.
We aren't beggars, we're merchants. And we were told that your master is some kind of collector. We think we may have something that might interest him.
Do you now? So what could two traveling merchants dressed in rags have that might be of interest to my master?
Did you just say I'm dressed in rags? Anyway, we have this.
This is the silver brooch of a seraph. Where did you get this?
Now, I can't go telling you the secrets of my trade. What matters is that I'm just here to sell it.
Uh-huh. Well then, this changes the situation. You may enter. Plus, forgive my harshness. I misjudged you.
I'm going to assume there's just rain in your eyes. And that's why you couldn't see why I alone am dressed in the finest.
Master is currently playing music and will be at least until dawn. You can make yourself comfortable in the guest room. He will see to you in the morning.
Okay, that sounds good. Today we wouldn't have made it back to Ark anyway. Just try to get my reward into flying this weather. So, nice house you've got here.
You want
so
to
it's
walk
just
towards
you
it?
and your master who live here, right? People talk about him a lot.
Please, but just save the small talk. You're here for business.
That's what I tried to tell him. But, he won't listen. But go. Go. Jeez. Yep, this seems fine. Yeah, this is normal. I'd really like to get another level before we finish this video. I don't even know how long it's going to be. 2 hours? 3 hours?
Good. Now follow me upstairs. I'll show you to your quarters. As I said already, Master Gages will play through the night. My apologies if his music keeps you awake. But if you want a piece of advice, listen. You won't hear anything comparable in all of Vin.
Well, then we'll do just that. So I take it your master's an artist, right? I saw the puppets. They're interesting.
Interesting. Yes, that they are. Master Gages always says art is unique because it allows us to see what our mind doesn't want us to see.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, we all have demons inside of us, don't you agree, Miser Dalvaric? Memories, truths about ourselves we've locked away somewhere in our unconscious because we don't want to confront them. True art surpasses all these barriers because it reminds us of who we truly are.
Interesting thought.
All right, here we are. Make yourselves at home. I will inform you once the Master is ready to see you. By the way, call it intuition or premonition, but I somehow had the feeling we would have company tonight, and took the liberty of preparing a small meal.
That's weird.
I'm afraid the meat is a little charred, but it should taste good. Now, please excuse me. I have to rest. It is late, and the day has been exhausting.
Of course. Sleep well. And thanks for your hospitality.
You're welcome.
You know we're not eating here, right? Yeah. I don't care if he heard me.
And there he goes. Call me paranoid, but this all went a little too smooth for my liking.
You think? He also knew your last name, though we never told him our names at all. Huh. You're going to die here. There was something off about that guy.
Yeah. For example, the fact that he was already standing near the gate when you rang, and that he lives with a man who's older than the Black Guardian, at least according to the legends. But, well, to each his own.
So what do we do now?
Yeah, 1 or 2 hours at least, until this servant's asleep. I've got a skin of wine with me, so if you want, we could enjoy it in the meantime. I wouldn't touch this food if I were you.
Not a goddamn chance.
You can tell me about this trial while we're waiting. Or about anything. Just distract me from those damn ugly puppets over there. Interesting thought. The thing about the last moment that lasts forever. Did you know that Kyrian mentalists are apparently able to sort of become aware in their dreams? And apparently, in a dream, one can exist free from time. There's a story about an arcanist who spent 1,000 years in a dream while he only slept 8 hours in his waking life. But, well, that's a topic on its own. I think it's late enough for our little excursion now. Let's find that relic. There it is. Master Gaius' music that transcends all barriers. As jolly as this place. We have to find this artifact. Maybe he's hiding it in some kind of chest or a secret chamber. Let's look around.
And with that, we've come to the end of today's video. I honestly don't know how long this is going to be, but I can imagine it's going to be a nightmare to edit. So I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with more. So look forward to that. So with all that said, we will see you next time.